What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. And for today's majestic and fantastic video, we are continuing with Tom Taylor's Nightwing, issue number 97. But before we get started with the majestic boy wonder, if you are new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on anything that's happening on this lovely channel. And because we managed to cross over 1,000 subs, let's raise the bar and go full on Super Saiyan as we try to get 200 more subs before the end of 2022. So yeah, don't be rude, it's free folks, the price of admission, be a hero, hit that subscribe button. Thus, without further ado, let's somersault ourselves into the world of Nightwing, issue number 97. Our story begins with Boss Maroni, who is currently being interrogated by Bludhaven's newest police commissioner, Maggie Sawyer. Now at the moment, Maroni's being a dick, and he's not taking the interrogation very seriously, and that makes sense because for the longest time, Bludhaven's been super corrupt. And when you have someone like Blockbuster running the streets like a badass kingpin, the idea of justice is, a joke. However, what Maroni isn't aware of is the fact that Blockbuster is dead and heartless, both from a literal and of course a moral perspective. And that's what takes us to the morgue, where Blockbuster's corpse is located. Now obviously with Blockbuster dead, this is good news, and it does mean that less crime is bound to happen. Yet at the same time, this wasn't the way that Dick wanted things to end. He actually wanted Blockbuster alive and behind bars. And the reason for this is because he wanted all of Bludhaven to see real justice play out. Real justice would have been showing Blockbuster behind bars, showing him being accountable for his actions, and that he wasn't, despite his power, he wasn't above the law. Now, with him gone, without justice, someone else will then, come and fill the void and put their step forward within the power vacuum. Thus, switching back to the interrogation, after having told Maroni that Blockbuster is dead, Maggie also lets the mobster know that by all accounts, with them having obtained a giant pile of evidence, Maroni is essentially fucked, because with all the evidence that Blockbuster had acquired for his clients, if and when they were ever to blackmail him, and with the cops having files and past receipts, it's safe to say that Maroni on the streets is a walking dead man. Now the cops want to protect Maroni because they want him to testify in order to shut down several Blockbuster's current operations. Yet given the fact that Bludhaven's police are super corrupt, Maggie is aware that Bludhaven can't protect him, but Gotham can. And that's where we see the arrival of Gotham's current police commissioner, Renee Montoya. And the reason as to why Gotham is, more suited with protecting Maroni is because the Joker is still breathing. And to be fair, you have a point, so well done. Thus, we transition ourselves to Maroni, currently being transported via armored vehicles over to Gotham. But things end up becoming much harder because that's when we see a giant truck smash its way through the traffic, only to then topple the armored car over across the highway. From there, the squad proceeds to travel on foot. However, while the cops are having a firefight with the criminals who are intent on killing Maroni, one of Montoya's own people pulls a freaking gun on the mobster. But just when he's about to pull the trigger, that's when both Nightwing and Batgirl show up with the assist. And after saving Maroni and kicking some baddies in the face, Dick tells Montoya that myself and Batgirl will take Maroni to a secret stash house, and seeing that there are no better options happening, the good guys come to an agreement. And like a pair of badasses, Dick and Barbara escort Maroni away from the scene as they take off with style. From there, we pick up hours later in Gotham's woods. And while Dick is using the cover of darkness to take out his pursuers, using his acrobatic finesse, that's where we are taken to one of the 3 safe houses that Batman is situated within the Gotham woods. And as Dick points out, these woods stretch for miles, and it's being reported that a lot of people who have walked into these woods never walk out. So basically this is the perfect spot to hide and, not to mention the best place to stash a crime lord. Now from there, Nightwing lets Maroni know that he's going to tie him to the couch. Because let's face it, bro, both parties of us, we don't trust each other. And everyone would much rather have a good night's sleep than be worrying up all night about one another. Therefore, Dick uses his baton, and it's here where a little tranquilizer dart pops out, knocking out Boss Maroni. And once that happens, both Dick and Barbara do what couples do best. They take off their clothes and have themselves some sexy time. The following morning, once all 3 are awake, and after Maroni teases the heroes that, they slept with each other, which is weird because he never thought that, superheroes had sex with each other, that's when Barbara looks out the window only to find a taxi cab parked outside the bunker. And the two are both like, okay, this is weird because, given the fact that there are no roads within these woods. And so it makes the taxi's appearance much stranger. Therefore, the two heroes begin to approach the taxi. And once Dick pulls up to the driver's window, that's when the person who's behind the wheel turns out to be Ric Grayson. And yes, let the WTFs flow. And that, folks, was the end of Nightwing, issue number 97. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly, truly means the world to me. So once more, both Tom Taylor and Bruno Rodano nail yet another issue of Nightwing. And I gotta say, I am loving the direction that the story is being taken. With Blockbuster gone, there is this feeling of less pressure that's being put on Bludhaven. Like there's a feeling that's saying, yes, things are about to look pretty bright going forward. However, the way that Tom Taylor is continuing the story, it's sort of like in The Lord of the Rings, where yes, we just defeated Saruman using walking trees. Which, by the way, hey Saruman, maybe you should have, installed better defenses around Isengard, in case fucking trees attack, but I digress. So yeah, sure, we defeated Saruman, but Sauron is still out there, which in this case, it's heartless. Another thing I really liked, which isn't really new, but I wanted to bring it up just because, they are in a new phase of their relationship, and that of course is both Dick and Barbara's chemistry. Damn, these two are meant to be with each other. Everything from the way they talk to the way that they flirt and care for each other, everything is spot on, and I absolutely love it. Now, I don't know what to make of this whole Ric Grayson return situation. For me personally, I was never a fan of the undercover Dick Grayson era. I always thought that was pretty stupid, and it was just so obvious to me, at least, that Dan DiDio was superly editorially involved with the whole process, and I didn't like it. However, this is Tom Taylor writing the book, and so he's a pretty clever dude. He is from Australia. Not that that matters, I just wanted to point that out there. So yeah, I'm sure he has something planned that's special. But yeah, as always, I'm your majestic sayer over at SuperCliff, and if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 98? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.